Hello everybody, welcome into stream today. My draw, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. I am going to go ahead and jump in, and we're just gonna get this party started here. Let's talk about what we're gonna paint today. So I have this Space Marine right here, and yeah, he's finished. But oh man, let's get him in focus here. How do we do that? Okay. So he is a finished Space Marine, but we're going to paint a bunch of unfinished Space Marines. I'm just using him as an example, just to make sure I have all my colors correct. We are painting a bunch of armless Space Marines. So we're going to get them to kind of follow the scheme, but this is a heavy weapons team. No heavy weapons yet, but I figured I could paint the base Marines, get them out of the way, and then just paint the weapons as I please. So yeah, we're gonna paint these guys. We'll be on to the next thing. What's up, Gosu? Yeah, man. Good luck with your appointment. Hope everything goes well. Hope it goes quick. So yeah, let's we have some gold on the palette. We're gonna get just a little bit of flow improver. Get our brush here. So how about those reveals last night? Honestly, honest opinion, I've slept on it. I've read about it. You know, I've feel like I've been able to form an opinion. So maybe not hot take, but I think it was a pretty decent reveal show last night. Yeah. Some of the stuff was kind of lame, but I think overall that was pretty solid. Cathay won. Like the old world definitely won whatever competition was going on, if there was one, with the reveal show. The Cathay stuff looks incredible. Yeah. They look a little more, which I'm not surprised at all, but they look a little more like high fantasy than I would have expected. I probably would have preferred just like slightly more grounded rank and file minis, but those minis look like they would have fit in Age of Sigmar like just fine, which isn't necessarily like a criticism of the minis. But you know, I like my my rank and file minis to look like they can actually rank up and stuff. Yeah, I just hope they're not like Catheos are always kind of off the wall, right? Since we've seen them, but I hope it's not like too over the top. So that's my only thing. But oh, the dragon looks so good. Marquis, what's going on? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, the kind words. I like my red. Our lovely armless Thousand Suns Marines here. We're going to go through all 10 of these. We're going to paint these 10 today. I'm assuming I can finish all 10 of these, especially with no arms on them, today. And then maybe next week I'll paint some heavy weapons for them. Do much damage in games anyway. True, very true. Yep, they're harmless. They're harmless. Sometimes you just have to make do in battle. Yeah, so I think the Cathay reveals were the craziest and like the coolest. The 40K stuff was was generally, I think, disappointing compared to everything else. You know, the Age of Sigmar aside, I don't really pay attention to Age of Sigmar, so I'm not sure how Age of Sigmar people are feeling. But the more I look at the Space Wolves, I think the more I appreciate the Space Wolf minis. They're God, stop, you're killing me. The Space Wolf minis they look pretty good. They're not too over the top. The Wolf Priest, like Speaker of the Dead looking dude, looks good. It's a good like homage to like the 30K line. I don't think the minis are too over the top. The bear heads look bad, but they always looked bad. Like they always have big goofy mohawks and weird facial hair and stuff. So you know that's just always been a Space Wolf thing. But overall, like I like the mixing of Primaris and like pre-Primaris armor. And it's not just the helmets. The Blood Claws even have like leg pads that are like Mark 6 or whatever, or like earlier marks of armor, maybe Mark 7. Like knee pads and stuff. So there's some cool stuff going on with the armor. But yeah, I think they look pretty good. The Wolf Lord guy looks pretty good, or whatever he is. The lieutenant level model looks pretty simple. I'm curious what other options comes in his box. Yeah. I think every year GW says this year is the year of Chaos, and every year Chaos gets hardly anything, while normal Space Marines get like refresh after refresh. We watched it last night with our Discord hangout. We're all a little salty how it's like, yeah, one character for World Eaters, one character for Death Guard, one really bad robot mini for Thousand Suns, and they're like, and Space Wolves get an entire range refresh. All codexes in 1 year is good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. My big hope, if there wasn't heresy reveals, was that the Thousand Suns robots would be usable, like as a proxy for 30K, like the Castellax Akia or whatever, and they are way off. Who is it?
Hello.
Hello. Are you here to paint with me, ThePaintingSon?
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Really.
Come join the club, dude.
Oh, who's here?
We got Mydraw, Gosu, Deadshot, Marquis. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'll be painting some Phase 1 Clone Troopers today.
Yep. Are you excited that I'm streaming on YouTube?
Well, wait, we're going to be on YouTube?
You are on YouTube right now.
What?
Yep. I don't know if anybody's watching YouTube. I don't think we have anybody watching right now on YouTube, but... Dream come true is to be on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone that's watching and going to hop on watching this on YouTube is going to be like, what is happening to ThePaintingSon right now?
Yep. He's so excited about YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Black Label Streams, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Wait, contrast black, please.
All right, I'll get it in just a second for you.
Thank you. And I have a little top 2 to put all my clone troopers in after I'm done painting in color.
Oh, nice.
I have a Z6, DC-15s, and rocket launcher due today to paint.
That's right. You got lots of stuff to paint.
Nope.
Doing great.
I'll make captains.
Are you in the hobby, Black Label? I assume you are. I don't recognize your name. I'm not sure if you've been here before. If you haven't, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome to the streams. I haven't been here for a while, so.
I'm streaming with my son today. He's gonna paint minis with me.
ThePaintingSon here.
Yep, he's very excited.
Tomorrow is his birthday.
Yep, tomorrow's my birthday.
It's gonna be a great day. Good to my cousins too.
I'm excited. Let me get the gold on this last part, and then I'll get you your paint. Blow my nose for a second. My sinuses are still giving me trouble.
What? I thought those spicy nuggets the other day cleared out your sinuses.
I wish they would have. Yeah, that would have been nice.
They totally cleared out my salivary glands.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever was in there.
Oh, okay.
I felt like they were on fire.
Those were spicy. I did not expect the spicy nuggets to be that spicy.
They definitely hired the spice on there. I think I had them one other time. They were just fine.
Yeah.
Until this time.
Alright, let's get some stuff. I do more painting than streaming anymore. No, it's fine. Got your half human into painting as well. Nice. Does ThePaintingSon know about salivary glands? The kid's a genius, Zen. Alright. Let's get some contrast paint for you right there.
I'll need this to dry for 5 minutes, but then I'll do everything else.
Alright, alright.
I'll go with the number.
So, Black Label streams, what are you into painting? Isn't it like Warhammer, or do you paint other stuff, or what's up? What's the child painting?
Clone troopers.
Well, this child is painting clone troopers, but hey, Raja, what's going on? Since we finished a bunch of tanks past couple weeks, I figured I had these minis primed and ready to go already. I'll just work on these.
This brush. There's a bigger brush to make it go quick.
Yeah, so I was talking earlier about the Adepticon stuff, and yeah, I think the only real losers as far as the announcements go were the Thousand Sons. Their stuff looked like garbage.
But yours.
Well, mine are for a different game. They announced new miniatures for a bunch of stuff last night. And Thousand Sons and 40K got like a robot miniature, and it looks really bad.
What?
Yep.
No way.
It should be cool, but it's a big robot. But no, looks bad.
Paint it, it'll look double better. Look better.
I don't know if a paint job would fix those minis. They look pretty bad. Paint Hero Quest and Hero Quest adjacent stuff, and finishing a fire station HO scale model train. Oh, okay, cool. We were talking. Who was talking about? No, it was a local Discord server I was part of. We're talking about model trains the other day. That's really cool though. Yeah, if you want to share your work or anything, if you have like an Instagram, you can share a link, or if you want to jump in the Discord. I love looking at people's like they're like hobby work. They're painted miniatures, painted things. Like I'm all about that. And
coming up.
Discord is we got a great little community of people that share their work and are very positive and everything. The Chaos factions were kind of losers in general. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I actually I mentioned this a few minutes ago. I didn't. The more I look at it, the more I think the Space Wolf stuff looks pretty good. I know it's like a meme that I'm not allowed to say that, but their minis they're like not too over the top. The bear faces and the bear heads look bad. But like they mixed in the old armor marks with the Tacticus stuff. It's not just the helmets. There's like leg pads and stuff from the blood claws or whatever that were mixed in. Yeah, well, even the blood claws have like Mark 6 and stuff. It's just all of them just mixing in, and there's no Primaris reference, which is something that's interesting. They don't mention Primaris anything on those minis. Already in the Discord. Oh, cool. Okay. Hey, my bad.
How's everyone doing today? Anybody's birthday today?
Is anybody's birthday today? That's a good question. Yep. Hey, Ghost Hawks, what's up? Wasn't expecting a lot of new stuff for Chaos Factions. Space Wolves needed a refresh. It's essentially what they got. Well, they didn't get Primaris upgrade sprues, Ghost Hawks. Those are 2 new sets for Space Wolves. Yeah, Grey Knights were definitely losers in that, only getting the... I think most of the 40k factions were losers, except for Space Wolves. He's reserve hangar to drop in bombers. And was it the rapid, or what was the hangar? The reserve hangar is like where you recycle swarm units, right? Bunch of raid tokens. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, that's Commander. I didn't recognize that.
Who? Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, I think he's kind of the unit leader, isn't he? I was talking about how Space Wolves hate the Codex and Gilman Order of... Yeah. Right, yeah, they definitely do, but I think GW is just getting away from calling things Primaris. I think they're working back in... Because they did it with the Stern Guard, right, that came out, where they have old armor marks mixed in, and they just call them Stern Guard. They're not like Primaris Stern Guard or anything. So I think the idea is GW's kind of getting away from the separation of Firstborn and Primaris. Yeah. Raja, the squadron game in Armada is probably the toughest part. It's the most complicated. It's just constant like range measuring and checking auras and like making sure things are perfect. So seems like your opponent did a really good job. But that's cool though. I mean, your list sounded really neat. No, the Thousand Suns robot is horrid. It looks so bad. Yeah, we were in Discord critiquing the mini after the announcement, and there were not many good things to say about it. Between the studio forgetting to highlight parts of the mini and the actual sculpt of like the entire back of the mini is just like random cubes. Like they just needed to put a texture somewhere, so they just put like boxes on its back. And like the weapons are plugged into nothing. They're just like they just like end up in a random cube on the mini, and there's like no form or anything.
The cube is the power station for the robot.
Maybe, but then they should make it look like a power station.
But maybe like the Thousand Suns just put cubes so they don't. So in case the enemy doesn't know what the power station is to shut down the robot, so they just put random cubes around so the enemy doesn't know what the power station is.
You love to argue with me, don't you? Sometimes. You just love to hate my opinion, don't you?
Well,
yep.
I am making up something that could be true and may not be true.
ThePaintingSon is Games Workshop apologist. No, that's a fair point. I think normally when you make miniatures, though, bud, you want to you want people to see what things are.
Yeah.
And so if they can't see, if it's just random boxes on the back of the robot, and then one of them's plugged into the box, it doesn't look like anything. It just looks like another box that it's plugged into.
Yeah.
Thousand Suns robots are too Ushabti Aussie. Yeah, they look like Ossiarch, don't they? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Ghost Hawks. There were a lot of ways they could have taken those robots and made them look good, and I think they chose none of the ways. So, yeah, the Old World Cathay looks incredible. Yeah, I wonder how many people are going to jump into the Old World with Cathay. And I really hope they put out a really big FAQ for the game and kind of help some of the balance issues with the game before Cathay comes out. The new Thousand Suns minis, they look interesting. Not about no, I'm not about them either. I think they look bad. They were the worst looking thing of the announcement stream, I think. Pretty meh. I like the Tyranids are okay. Mechanical stuff was meh. Yeah, I kind of agree, Rachel. Yeah, I'm not a Kill Team player, so I don't have a huge opinion about Kill Team stuff, but I think they had a lot of potential with servitors, and they just look kind of boring. And the Raveners look fine. I know people are excited about them, so that's cool.
The Z6 guy kind of looks like he's doing a lunge in fencing, but he's shooting a Z6.
I know. So I put him on those legs because I figured the recoil on the gun's going to be pushing him back. So what you want to do when you shoot, you want to lean forward into it so it doesn't push you back as much. So he looks like he's kind of leaning forward, right?
Yeah, but he's doing a lunge. That's the thing, kind of.
Okay.
But his knees are bent forward, not
so he's trying to,
straight.
Yeah. Specialist or non-specialist? Yeah. After Kill Teams has several unique roles. Eldari Scorpions are all the same. That's right, they are, aren't they? Yeah.
She'll stream the student's legs. She'll stream the legs. They're actually pretty funny.
I think it looks good. He's kind of like walking forward while he's squatting down. He's trying to brace himself for the gun.
Well, the legs are forward. The heaviness of the gun, he could fall down in the middle of a battle.
No, he's shooting it, dude. He's shooting it.
Yeah, I know.
So it's pushing him back while he's shooting it. It's the recoil. That's why he's got to lean forward into it.
I really don't understand what you are talking about.
Okay. I'll show you a video of someone shooting a machine gun while they're walking. And you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll knock you on your butt if you're firing a big gun while you're standing.
Makes sense with the rocket launcher, though.
Well, it makes sense with a lot of stuff. Actually, the rocket launcher probably would have the least amount of recoil.
What?
Because it has a big hole in the back.
Ouch.
And all the force goes through that. So you can stand up and shoot those. It's it's like the guns, like the machine guns and stuff. Like the paint jobs that Heavy Metal Teams does on organics. Yeah. Night Trap, I agree 100%. And it's fine. It's whatever. I have STLs for the 30k Automatos, so it doesn't bother me.
Just take a while to do the contrast black.
Yep, machine gun training starts tomorrow. That's right, Frankie Fingers. What's going on, man?
Wait, what? Machine gun training starts tomorrow? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's weird they made a different Hive Fleet paint scheme for the Tyranid minis they showed off. Yeah, Cathay was the winner. Cathay won. The Old World won the stream, which that seemed like the biggest reveal was the Old World stuff. So that was their big thing. I know they already did Heresy Thursday. They showed off some Imperialis stuff, but I hope they talk about doing a big Heresy stream sometime soon.
That would be good for 1,000 Suns.
Be good for any. Well, they probably won't announce Thousand Suns minis because they don't do that for Heresy. They don't do a lot of special minis for just each legion, but new edition, new rules, new set, something. That a Space Marine would have to deal with recoil. That's true, but PaintingSon is painting clone troopers from Star Wars. That's what we're talking about. Night Trap. He's off in his own world, painting minis. Put more contrast on your brush. You want that contrast to get all in there. For Kill Team, I'm pretty mad about. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Can't be excited about everything, right? Primaris Lysander? Yeah, it's happening. Probably into the summer or something. I wonder if they're gonna do a full-on supplement for Space Marines. It'd be funny if they did and they put more detachments in it for Codex Marines, because their book already had like 7 detachments, and then they have a whole bunch of others. And they're just gonna keep giving them more.
And more, and more, and more.
Just Thousand Suns mech to make them look better. Yeah, someone just put earlier, was it Ghost Hawks or something, that said making them look more like Thousand Suns, like give them the head, the like crest, like on their helmets or behind their helmets, and the weird like bone color weathered trim all over the front of their armor, like, is so out of place. Like doing something to remove that. Yeah, maybe. Zen's gonna be right back into 40k.
Ew.
Zendraw.
I thought he always was back into 40k. Well, I thought he always was in 40k.
He's been in 40k, but we haven't played in a while. Much 40k.
Wasn't that like 2 months ago you played that?
Oh, you just put a bunch of pics in Discord? Sweet. Let's take a look. What you got? Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh!
He's working on this, like, big throne piece. Oh, look at the highlights on the actual throne. Looks really good. Some marble effects. Whoops. Alright. Skeletons.
Oh, I like the blue. That blue looks amazing. I like that pink in the background, too.
Oh, the banner?
Yeah, the banner.
Ah. There we go. I think it's supposed to be red. It's just the lighting's catching it, making it look a little pink. But very cool, though. Very cool. What we got? We got big.
Ooh.
What is this? A mind flayer monster. Yeah.
Wow, cute.
Nice. And the little. Are those things? I don't even know what they're called. Is that troll? Nice. And big Cthulhu monster.
Whoa.
Nicely done. The wings look really good. What happened to Zendral's Dreadnought, Evan?
I don't remember.
Do you remember his Dreadnought?
It kept falling apart.
Yeah, just
kept... It was all magnetized and he kept dropping it over and over and over.
Yep.
And then a bunch just fall off, and then he had to put it back on.
Just kept falling over. Exploding, yep.
Yep. And I think it officially exploded where, I don't remember if this is true, but he might have taken the arm off. I don't remember. But I remember this, Daddy, where one of his minis was already half broken, and you killed one of the minis in that squad, and he was like, you know what? I'll just take this one out.
You took the broken one?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you do. Take the broken one out first. He did remember. Black Label, great looking minis, dude. Those are great looking. I do love those skeleton minis. I have lots of skeletons myself.
Alright, let's get back on to painting.
Oh man, you put those on 25. These are just temporary bases. The final base will be this right here. It's a 3D print base topper that I'll paint separately. That's what I did in Night Trap. If you stare a piece from my Exalted Sorcerers when I'm done with them, they aren't good. They won't be worth it. Yeah, I'm sure those robots will end up good at some point. But is what it is. I don't have 40k Thousand Suns, so I just do my 30k Thousand Suns, so that's all I'm really concerned about. How am I going to feel when I finish painting this heavy weapon squad?
You're going to feel great, and you're going to win every battle with them.
You think so?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. I will take that prediction. What are you painting? I am painting my my heavy weapons squad for my Heresy Thousand Suns. All of their actual weapon arms are magnetized, so I'm painting them without arms currently. Yep, I'm finally painting them. That's my big thing. And so I'm like, well, I've had these minis for over a year. Was trying to figure out how to magnetize their arms, and finally got it down. Finally painting them, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Cathay. Yep. Yeah, the 2-year squad. Yeah. I don't end up with a lot of things on my paint shelf for that long. These ones are just an exercise in frustration is what they were, so. Be cool if they'd be Kopesh only squad in 40k. Yeah, if they did like the Kinatai blades, yeah. They definitely could and should do that for Thousand Suns, but they won't. Took them 9 years to get those robots. Probably take them another 9 years to get another unit. Yeah, Cathay looks so good. The dragon looked great. That was one thing I remember when they first announced Cathay for Total War Warhammer. My only thought with that dragon was like, what is that thing going to look like in mini form? And it looks great. The what's her name, Miao Ying, in her like more her like human form looks pretty fragile, but in general I think she'll be fine. It's plastic. Like plastic is normally pretty easy to keep together. Yeah, get a melee roll with a Kopesh squad. I agree. No, I completely agree with you, Night Trap. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things they could do, and man, I think they really pick the worst of everything to go with the Thousand Suns. Yeah, I mean, I think the Sky Lantern looks amazing. The only problem with the Sky Lantern is it looks horrible to transport. The Terracotta Guardians, yeah. Yeah, Zen, and there's Cathay they have some wild units too. They did say that in Miao Ying's army, you can upgrade the Jade Warriors to be Celestial Dragon Guard, which are like more elite infantry in Total War. So you'd probably paint them different and everything. I think they have like a lot of yellow and like gold on them. They have a ton of units though. They have terracotta soldiers, so like infantry, but they're made of like terracotta basically. So of course they had to do that with China. But so they have units like that. They have units called crowmen. So crowmen are they're like part crow people, like mutant people. And they're like flying infantry basically. They have a bigger blimp, a bigger Sky Lantern, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like a might have a cannon on it, I think. A cannon, or it has a rocket launcher on it. It has the rocket launcher on it. What else? They have is that Iron Man? No, it's not Iron Man, it's the Thousand Sun. It's the Thousand Sun. What's up? Is that Juan Tioni? Welcome. Look more like Japanese spirit creatures. Yeah, they do a lot of that stuff. Yeah, and the Longmas, like the weird dragon Pegasus thing, they have a whole unit of those, like cavalry of those. They also have peasants, so they do like peasant levies. So like the Jade Warriors are like the mid-level infantry, and they have like really basic like peasant archers and long spearmen. They have repeater crossbows. What are they? The Chukanus or whatever. yeah, they have a ton of stuff. They have guns, a lot of powder units. Yeah, they have a lot of units. They have other. They even have vampires. So they have vampires. They're like, but they're like this weird, like faction within Cathay that's like hidden as vampires. And there's this whole thing with them. So as on the 40k site, Thousand Suns will have access to non-sorcerer characters. So no Chaos Lord and War Sith. Yep. Yeah, they've been like that since they've had their own rules, Night Trap. Because that's kind of how they function, though. Like, the people that are in charge are the sorcerers, and everybody else is just a mindless automaton, so...
How long have you been streaming?
I don't know, I've been on for about half hour or so.
And that means you've been on for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm almost done with the... I thought it would take you like half an hour to finish. But no, it's only about 25 minutes.
Okay. Well, good. One color down.
Well, almost.
Yeah. You're moving quick, though. Yeah, Cathay has a lot of cool stuff. They also have a Great Wall. In Total War, they have a whole mechanic about defending the Great Wall against the northern invaders, which happen to be like Tzeentch and Chaos, but they really lean into it. And Miao Ying, the lady they showed, is like, that's like her role, as she's like the eldest child of the Dragon Emperor, but she's like the defender of the Great Wall, basically.
And with this color, time for the helmets.
Nice. All right.
Helmet color is gonna be this.
Yeah, I think at this point all of the Chaos Legions in 40k have pretty weak lineups overall. I mean, it's nice that, well, Thousand Suns get some of the basic things too. They can get like Predators and Rhinos and Land Raiders and stuff, but they're all pretty weak.
That's dark camo green.
Yeah. A Sorcerer Warpsmith would be cool. Yeah, like a Tech Marine type character. Yeah, I agree. Nope, you're gonna get your weird-looking Age of Sigmar robots, and you're gonna like it.
I'm sure it's one drop of dark camo green.
Okay, thank you for being conservative with the paint.
You're welcome.
Death Guard are okay. They just have 1,000 characters. Like, it kind of feels bad for Death Guard as well, because all they get every edition are more characters. Like, they got their initial things, and it's kind of like, that's it. Yeah. It's same with like Gene. All these new factions are just like, they just get more and more character heavy, because GW feels like, I don't know, it's too much work to design a new unit, so they just make a character every edition for all these armies, except for like Loyalist Space Marines, and it ends up just being, you know, after 4 editions. They just have a dozen characters in like the same 4 squads. It's like that with Gene Stealer cults. Drukhari just never get anything new, so that's it. Yeah, Death Guard characters, Space Marine lieutenants. Yeah, yeah. The Thousand Suns robots look a lot like an Ossiarch Bone Reaper mini. That's like my first impression, is that they're like an Ossiarch mini. the weird like skeleton shield cover on their armor is
Creepy.
kind of a choice. Yeah, the Space Wolf guy is like a lieutenant level, but I think you could use that Space Wolf dude as like a captain level character, like a Wolf Lord, just as easily. Unless they completely change all the equipment options. A lieutenant, yeah. Conversions on the Thousand Suns. Yeah, I'd be curious to see people's other people's paint jobs other than studio minis. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Started painting this Demon Prince. Oh, yeah, okay. He's got the Demon Prince together. Very nice. Oh, it's such a cool mini. What do you think, ThePaintingSon?
What?
The Demon Prince here.
Ooh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, alright. I think, without the wings, I think is a really cool choice. I think it looks better without the wings. Even though wings are probably more practical on it, but yeah, without the wings, especially for the 40k one, I think is the cooler looking choice. My Lumineth Spirit Armor mini? Oh yeah, the Eltharion, right? That mini? That's cool. Yeah, that's a cool looking mini. Okay, so we're gonna do some silver. It's basically the chest piece, the little dots in the belt, and then the back pieces, and I think that's it because he doesn't have arms. So, oh, and the ears, the ear pieces. Cathay statue versus Lumineth bull statue. Yeah. You know, it's a cool mini. Yeah, it is. It is a cool mini. I agree wholeheartedly that the Eltharion mini is great looking. Flame Sorcerer Squad and 5 Sorcerers equipped with Hand Flamers and Force Weapons. Yeah, that'd be cool. They just need options. Yeah, and it's funny too because I feel like the Thousand Suns and 40k are among the like least limited by their like trope. Yeah, as opposed to like World Eaters that are, you know, they can only use chain swords and they don't know how to use any other weapons, or like Death Guard are kind of like slow tanky, and so, you know, there's certain units you can't do, but like they could do, you know, whole squads of disc riding rubrics. Yeah, they could do Kopesh squads, they could do heavy weapon, they could do all these different things with a lot of these units, a lot of these armies, honestly, but they just don't. Okay, that, and the chest piece here. Little piece. World Eaters use bolt pistols. Oh man, yeah, sorry, my bad. Changes everything. Like, World Eaters in 30k were known to use like a lot of heavy armor and stuff. They love their big, like, heavy weapons. And they just kind of made them a caricature. Okay. Everybody always asks me if I'm painting Iron Man when I start these minis, because just the gold on the red. Children seem like they're doing pretty good. Yeah, Emperor's Children has some good looking minis. Yeah. The helmets in camo green look really good, PaintingSon.
Thanks.
They look really good.
Wait,
That's cool.
You can choose one to show off.
Sure, yeah, I'll show one in just a second. Okay.
Okay.
Very good so far, though. Put you on the big screen. Oh, nice. Thanks, Yoshi. I appreciate it. I feel...
Yoshi.
Yep, his name is Yoshi Studios.
Yoshi.
PaintingSon loves Yoshi.
That's the only character I will ever play in Mario Party.
Yeah, in Mario Party, he always gets Yoshi.
As soon as I saw Yoshi there, I was like, he's so cute. And after, like, I don't remember, but sometimes he, like, shakes his little butt in Mario Party.
He does.
And he does cool dances after he wins a minigame. I had the best, when I was playing with, Mommy once, I was Yoshi and she was Luigi. I got Wario in a versus, like, me and Wario versus Mommy and Donkey Kong, and me and Wario crushed the thing. Well, Donkey Kong was sitting around the whole time.
Poor Mommy, stuck with the bad teammates.
Well, the AI chose it.
Yep. Okay, let's show off. It's PaintingSon's clone here. Primera size just makes sense to me. Yeah, all the new Chaos Minis are Primera size. Yeah. Let's show off the rocket guy. There we go. So PaintingSon's working on his clones. And I printed these this week and primed them yesterday, so prints turned out really good though. No, looking good. Camo helmets I think are a cool choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, PaintingSon's chilling with me. Yeah, Yoshi's great in Mario Kart. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to play with him sometimes, but
Not always a Mario. Yeah, you switch it up in Mario Kart more than
a lot
Mario
more.
Party.
Like, I go Shy Guy with a SUV, I think, car, like a normal car in this world, and then wheels from this world, and then a golden and black parachute. And I played Red Shy Guy, and my first time doing that, the whole time I stayed in first place.
So
it was good. It was like the first car that ever went 100, or the first car that went 150 miles an hour.
Ray just said they like Shy Guy.
I definitely need more paint on me.
Alright, put another drop down.
The guy looks like he has a hairy face right now.
Oh no.
Hairy beard on his camera covered it. Yeah, I put it back over here.
So I did finish up. I varnished and finished up the tank yesterday afternoon. So I posted a couple quick pictures in Discord if you guys want to check that out. But I was happy with how it turned out, and I think I already have a game scheduled, so I'm going to use it. So that'll be fun. Master of the Universe Battlegrounds order came in yesterday. Cool, cool. Was that a Kickstarter? Does it have a lot of minis in it? I wonder who makes that. I'm not familiar. I'm not very familiar with like He-Man stuff anyway, but oh, it's Archon Studio. Okay, okay. Oh, nice. I do like Archon Studio. They put out some good plastics.
2 minutes of no talking right there.
You went 2 whole minutes without talking?
How is that surprising?
Oh my goodness, that is surprising.
I've barely even talked yet this stream.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hmm.
Too busy.
I'm too busy chatting away? Oh, how dare I on my stream
Well,
chat away.
it isn't a how dare I.
What?
Isn't a how dare I.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Why did you even say that?
Just being silly.
Always talk during streams. It's the whole point.
I know, it
Going
is.
on YouTube.
It is, that's right. Hambone. Yeah, did the all-in. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was never really into like He-Man stuff, so, or Masters of the Universe or whatever you want to call it, so that was not really something that caught my attention. That's cool though. Hopefully the minis are really good. Like I said, I like their Archon Studios stuff in general. They make some good looking minis. So it just needs to have more movement in the legs. Yeah, it's just standing still. That's another problem I have with it. I mean, I'm almost relieved that those robots, that I really don't like the look of those robots, because now I'm not tempted to buy them. Save me money. I think of all the things from that stream last night that I'd be tempted to buy would be the Wood Elves coming out. But I've played a whopping like 3 games with my vampire accounts. I'm not about to start a whole new army when I barely play the game anyway. Did well by the Lord. Oh, good, good. Two guns of Coro Dorado, yeah. Daradeo. Almost done with those helmets painting, son?
I have one more guy after this guy.
Nice. You got enough light over there?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's see. It's 11:07. Are you tired of streaming already?
No.
Okay. Another 3 hours if you're willing to stick it out.
At least gotta finish the troopers.
Okay. You gonna add them straight into battle when you're done?
I cleaned up all my clone troopers, but
It gives you a reason to put them back out, doesn't it?
yeah, I guess.
There's a G.I. Joe board game. He's on GameFound. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, they're really going after all the like 80s nostalgia, aren't they? My hot take is the new Wolves. Is that new Wolves like printer? You mean you're gonna print your new Wolves or what? T-Slayer, what's going on? Also, hey Cody. I think the new Wolves look all right. As someone who does not like Space Wolves at all, I think the new Space Wolves are not bad looking. There are other reasons to not like the Space Wolf announcement with this, but I think the minis look good. Except for the helmetless heads look bad, but that's Space Wolves. They always look bad. I'm doing good. I'm painting with ThePaintingSon right now. He's chilling with me. Painting some clone troopers. Phase 1 clone troopers.
Like these cool for a minute or
Let them cool?
no. Dry for 2 or 3 minutes.
Same concept, right? If you want them to cool faster, you blow on it. If you want them to dry faster, you blow on it.
Yeah.
Dude, ThePaintingSon, tell them what you tried last night. What for dinner?
Soup dumplings.
We had soup dumplings. So
ooh, I shoved like 7 in my mouth, and then at soccer practice I was pumped and ready, but I was full after those 7.
yeah, were they Xiaolong Bao, I think is what they're called. Yeah, so I had made soup dumplings before, but never had an actual like bamboo steamer. So I would follow the instructions on the bag of them, and every time they would stick to the bottom of the pan or whatever, or they would not turn out. They would stick, and they would just like tear open and drain all the soupy goodness out. So Painting Wife bought me a bamboo steamer for my birthday, which is tomorrow, but I got it early because we made soup dumplings.
And we're not going to let them bust open the night before your birthday. And then we get it on your birthday, and then we would not be able to do it that night because we're going to my cousin's house then. You'd have to do it on Saturday or Sunday.
Yep, and I had to season it and everything. Thank you. But yeah, so we made soup dumplings last night with a bamboo steamer, and they turned out perfect. So I'm about to go find a whole bunch of things that I can steam.
Oh, someone's like, happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, T-Slayer. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Grey Knight's disappointment was like laughable, right? Like they literally got nothing but an upgrade sprue for their worst looking mini to make it look just as bad. It's pretty funny and also very, very sad. Yeah, poor Grey Knights.
Ooh, I'm gonna have some golden brown next.
Okay. Just drop it a time and you're good. Yeah. Yeah, if you're a Grey Knights player, at least you'll save some money, right? You don't need to buy anything. That's one way to look at it. Oh, yep. The silver lining, yeah. For Grey Knights. Yeah, it's like being a Drukhari player, you know? I have not purchased a mini for Drukhari, or I haven't had to purchase a mini for Drukhari since 2011. And I can make a complete army with every single thing in the codex. We're too pure for Primaris. I don't know. Yeah, they might work that in just to make it a thing, right? So they don't have to make new ones.
Then how does this guy look?
Oh, looks good. Yeah, that's cool.
You can show him off.
Yeah, sure. I'll show him off in a minute. I'm gonna finish up this silver real quick, and then I'll show him. All right.
Next to the red piece. They're quicker than the helmets.
Yeah.
That's for sure. The body. I'll do the
War of
arms
Secrets.
and
It's kind of mid.
the legs next. Arms and legs are going to be different colors.
Okay. What is War of Secrets about? Big secret if we all knew. Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah. What if it's a war to keep a secret? And it's already gotten out, so they lose. Then you can tell us, right? Okay, two more here. Try to power through these two real quick, then we'll show off ThePaintingSon's mini. Quick break and everything, but it's only 4 colors I need to put on these minis before a wash. So I already have 2 of them about done. Yeah, pretty simple to paint.
They have no arms, but they have legs.
I know, it's what we talked about.
Oh, they have to shoot the gun with their mouth.
Oh, ThePaintingSon.
Wish they had arms.
Their arms are magnetized.
So, why don't you have the arms on?
Because they're magnetized.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're meant to have
I don't know what that
on,
means.
Or they're magnetized on.
No.
Supposed to paint them, put the
They'll be.
arms on.
They're separate, and I'm gonna paint them separate, and then I'm gonna stick them on, and all their arms hold different weapons, so I can have different weapons on them.
Oh.
I'm getting a lot of attitude from this kid. Question everything. Yeah. See? Do you guys see? You see this?
What? See what?
Disagrees with me. Every little thing.
Not every little thing. Just a couple things.
That's what kids are supposed to do. That's fair. That's fair. Also, welcome, Michael Paints Minis. Let's all make up narratives in our heads and share them with no one. Ha ha ha. Yeah. That's the whole book. Well, it's cool. ThePaintingSon is old enough now, he's just getting his own paint down. And he's being very responsible, just doing a drop at a time. So I don't even have to, like, take a break to get his paints out for him. It's pretty crazy. Contrarian question monsters. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, all he does, he just eats and poops in the house all day long. Yep.
Who?
You.
No, I don't.
Yep. And you disagree with me about everything.
I only poop once a day. And I only eat only like
hopefully in the
5
right
different
place.
things a day. 5 different things a day. And it's a lot.
Someone said hopefully you poop in the right place. I don't hear you disagreeing with that.
Definitely disagree with that. I'm saying it in my head.
I hear the gears turning. Yeah, yeah. Nope, I'm going to do it after this silver
Okay,
here.
good.
Yep, just about done. You worried. I got you. I got you, fam. Is that short for family? Okay. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
How?
I thought that's what cool people called other cool people, was fam. I'm old.
At least you're younger than mommy.
I am younger than mommy, that's true.
But you're...
Don't tell everybody that.
Why?
Because I think mommy would like that.
Oh. Keep it quiet then. At least the door is shut for me.
Oh gosh. Alright, let's show ThePaintingSon's mini. He's using golden brown, right?
Yeah.
Doing the chest in golden brown.
Yeah, I've actually never used that color before.
I like the more natural colors in these clones. Your previous clones are all super bright colors, and I like the more like natural colors.
What do you mean by natural?
Like, you know, like the camo green and the tan and stuff. It's like colors you'd find in nature, not like the bright jade and the and all that. Both are cool looking, but this is cool. It's a little different. So there we go.
Look, Mama.
Oh, stop talking about mommy. She's here.
Oh.
You're back, guys.
And on.
Alright, alright.
And on again.
Yep. ThePaintingSon is no more the gods of Olympus. Oh, he's no more. The gods of Olympus decided to get rid of him. No, he's still here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot a little bit of gold to some of these guys. I think it's
Uh-oh.
this little, like, dot thing on the back of some of them. Didn't realize some of these backpacks were that much different.
The backpacks are different? No way.
Yep, there's a couple different ones.
He is the chosen one. He survived the...
He's the chosen one. He survived the wrath of gods. Oh my gosh.
Not the wrath of mother, though.
Yeah, not the wrath of mom.
Well... I still haven't taken my drink of... I'm about to drink a drink of water.
Drink your water, boy. Alright, we're gonna get some, I'm gonna use some dark neutral gray.
Oh, I just drank like an eighth of my water right there.
Good.
Mommy,
Staying hydrated.
look.
Good job.
We got the whole family in the house right now. In the room right now. What's painting wipe doing? You gonna play video games or are you doing
No,
something?
I'm doing some stuff.
Oh, lame.
I don't have time for video games anymore.
Nope.
What?
Guys, speaking of the painting wife, if we hit our Patreon goal of $100, painting wife is going to paint my fingernails on stream.
What?
For the 12-hour stream.
What?
But we have to hit that goal before April 18th.
It's
She is very excited, and Patreon is going to choose the color. So, you know, if we do it early enough, maybe we can find nail polish in the color. I don't know, but we might just have to use like acrylics if we can't find it. Yep, she's gonna paint my fingernails. If we make the goal, I don't know.
I hope. Do you want to make the goal with your nails being painted and stream seeing it?
I mean, I want to make the goal because it's fun to embarrass myself for people's entertainment, I guess. But
I want to be there.
Yep, I'm sure you'll be here.
Good.
But yeah, that'll be the fun thing. Where does one donate? It's Patreon. So if you're a Patreon member, it goes toward the goal. We just need to raise $100 on Patreon, or get to $100 a month. So if that's something that you're interested in, we do weekly hangouts for Patreon, and Patreon members get free entries into giveaways, which I'm going to be posting a lot about this 12-hour stream and the things we're going to give away. We got some crazy stuff we're giving away during that stream. So
1,000 Suns?
Patreon, I'm not giving away 1,000 Suns. Patreon members get automatic entries into all the giveaways. So they get all that stuff. But yeah. Oh, hey, look, and there's the Patreon link. Thank you, Nightbot. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And if we also hit the $100 goal, Painting Wife is going to stream with me once a month. So whether we're painting minis or just drawing pictures on sticky notes or playing video games, we're going to do it.
I want to play video games on Battlefront with you.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to get ThePaintingSon on stream more often too. He wants to play video games with me on stream. That sounds like fun. Battlefront.
Sarah told me all the controls, so I'm good. Anyways, I crushed the game. Once I was in the AT-AT, I did XL on my Nintendo, and I was in instant action, and I was on Hoth, and I was in AT-AT. I was in AT-AT the whole time. I had 0 deaths. And then I got 164 kills.
Yep.
AT-AT.
Yep.
I got a third of the kills for my team.
Yep. Hobby G, welcome. We have lots of typing noises. Guys, that is the Painting Wife.
I'm actually trying to be quiet.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
She's rolling her face on the keyboard right now, so just
Yeah.
give her a minute and she'll be done. We need to get her a silent keyboard, a mechanical keyboard with silent keys. Yeah, you can get. It's like they're like streamer keyboards, so people don't hear you type and stuff. Yep. Do you know you can donate Patreon memberships? What? You can? No way. Can we donate for Painting Wife's silent keyboard? I'm okay with that, especially with summer coming up. She's gonna be chilling down here a lot while I'm streaming.
Pretty.
So.
My current keyboard is very pretty.
Okay, a pretty silent keyboard.
Yes.
Yep.
That is important.
That's really funny.
I really like my keyboard right now. So.
Yes, I can see because it lights up a bunch.
Yeah. Michael paints. There is going to be ways to donate cash to do plenty of crazy things in the 12-hour stream, and we might keep those around after the 12-hour stream. Some of the things. And again, I'm gonna try. I think maybe tomorrow I'm gonna try to work out details. Maybe make a post about it. In Discord and Patreon about ways that we're just gonna have fun and do crazy things on stream, like changing the light colors to whatever you want, or making things happen. So getting your name on minis, or being able to name minis, all kinds of stuff like that. So
I only have 4 more minis to do the golden brown left after this guy.
nice, working quick. I'm right there alongside you. I'm on my 3rd color too.
Oh, nice.
Feeling good.
My mom's almost 4th. DC 6 and then a bunch of normal DC 15 dudes.
Yep. Guys, your painting wife typing. She is saying hello. All that.
No.
Just to say hello.
I see the bar going up.
Falcon lives? Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, Doc Rose? Where are you getting this information from?
Stop.
I'm almost done.
I haven't,
Don't
but it's
be
okay.
rude.
Yeah, that is rude. You need to
Son,
stop being rude.
Worry about yourself. Okay.
Be funny about it, but what else was announced in that stream? I think that was it. I don't even remember the AOS stuff that was announced. I don't think there was anything spectacular. It was like a laughable terrain set, and then like Spearhead, right? Like the new way to play the smaller games. I think that was it. If you guys didn't see, there was a Heresy Thursday article today, but it was Legions Imperialis. So
You have $67. Target
Yep.
is 100.
that's right. Patreon target's $100. We need $33 more.
Yeah, but I saw this last night. It was at $67 last night.
Yep, it was. That's right. Where'd you see that last night?
I came down. We were streaming.
I wasn't streaming last night.
It must have been 2 nights ago.
Was that Sunday night, maybe?
Maybe.
I was like, I didn't have OBS open. You were last night because you were on Discord. Yeah, but I didn't have OBS open. That's the thing. Like, if he saw it in OBS, then I had to have had it open, and I was getting ready to stream.
Sorry, that's
More typing. More typing. Let's-
Ask Google a question.
You know, we tried one time years ago. Painting Wife she had a mini that she wanted to paint, which I was like, yeah, like paint minis, yeah, it's cool. So she painted something on stream, and she wanted to finish it off stream, and so we're like, yeah, let's do a family painting day. And the PaintingSon wanted to paint minis, so he got a mini, and I was sitting here, and between helping both of them like get paints and like trying to help them both paint, it was the most stressful painting experience I've ever had. Because I was like, yeah, maybe I could paint something. I was just sitting there like nonstop, just like picking paint off the shelves and like putting it down and like helping people and like helping, decide colors or whatever, and like just going through this. And I was like, it was way too much. Way too much. PaintingSon is a lot more chill painter now though, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but
And I can pick out my own colors too.
yeah. You run a paint club. Yeah, I bet that can take a ton of energy. Yeah.
Paint club.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah. You should do that. That should be your job now.
To run a paint club?
Yeah.
That sounds stressful.
How?
I have practically run a paint club once with you and Mommy, and it was incredibly stressful. Can't imagine doing that with more than 2 people. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of work.
teaching people how to paint Marines.
That's true. Just Space Marines, that's all. It's the Space Marine Paint Club. Get kicked out if you're not painting Space Marines. It'd be funny. Yeah, I realized I need to clear off another display shelf to fit the stuff I had painted yesterday for my Thousand Suns.
Yep. So much Thousand Suns he has.
So, time to clear off something else. I'm gonna clear off my miscellaneous minis. I'm gonna bring those downstairs. Just like the various minis that are on the one shelf, like all the random minis.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah, not my droid army, but the other shelf.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Titans, Empire.
So I need to figure out what I'm taking in this this Horus Heresy game I'm going to be playing next week. I don't know if I told you that, Painting Life.
I was just, my ears perked up. Wow.
Got a game scheduled for Tuesday evening,
Okay.
so it's official.
Cool.
I know, yeah, it is April 1st.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, I hate April Fool's Day.
Oh,
I hate it so much.
dude.
I am way too serious of a person to deal with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be April Fool's Day in elementary school, so.
Yeah, that's going to be horrible.
Mhm.
Hey, Typhus, what's going on?
I would like, let's see.
Yeah, just turn off the internet.
Do you have Periwinkle?
Periwinkle?
Yeah.
What kind of color is periwinkle? It's like a light blue color, or it's a light purple.
Purplish.
I have a color that might work for you. Give me a minute, okay? And I'll grab it.
I
I'll grab
think I see it. It's
Oh.
next to the really light white blue, and then another lighter blue on top.
it. Okay.
It's the second last to the right on the bottom.
Let me poke your eye out again. Put your head back.
The left rack.
Typhus, how you doing today? You're good? That's good to hear. Alright. Doing anything fun? You at work, or you just chilling, painting minis? Not painting minis?
Painting some.
Heretics for Trench Crusade. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. You have the very graphic Trench Crusade minis. Alright, which ones? I thought this would be more of like a periwinkle, but
It's more down.
like here?
No, bottom.
Down here?
Yeah, and then right there.
That one?
Yeah.
Periwinkle's a blue?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a purplish bluish.
Okay. You're just saying you want this color, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it isn't actually periwinkle, but it looks like periwinkle.
Yeah, they call it Faded Ultramarine, but that's okay.
Ooh, ultramarine.
Yep. Good power looks spicy. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, but how often do you use it?
Not often. No, not a color I use often. I
You
use it on a
use it
couple.
right there.
What?
It's a color mixed with gold.
No, just separating. That's all. The pigment separating from the medium. Yeah, this is for my 30k Thousand Suns. These are this is my heavy weapons squad. Their heavy weapons are magnetized to the arms and are currently separate from the body. But I figured I had the bodies primed and base coated. I'd just paint the bodies real quick, and then I can kind of paint the arms at my leisure.
After this, I only have the legs.
Oh, nice. I'm excited to have this squad done, though. I have had this squad for about 2 years. Not quite 2 years. Close to a year and a half, though, I've had these. And I had wanted to, magnetize a heavy weapons squad. And I kept trying and I kept failing. And it was just like an exercise in frustration. And so I'd put them away for a few months. I'd get them out. I'd try something. It'd fail. And I'd put them away again. And finally, a creator on Cults released an STL for spare heavy weapon arms. And I had my buddy Zendrol put some holes in them, like digitally, so I could fit magnets. And then that solved all of my issues. Because it was the magnetizing that was the problem. So,
Why did you need to magnetize?
Because I didn't want to have to buy 8 different squads of Marines and paint 8 different squads of Marines just to have an option for the different weapons. I just wanted the same squad of Marines to be able to switch the weapons because it's cheaper and it's less to paint.
The captain has a sign that shows that he's captain.
Oh, cool. All right.
But no, he doesn't have it on his back because it basically covered over the helmet.
Oh, okay.
You can show the captain off after he's done drying.
Sure.
For a minute.
Okay.
Because he will be first done drying. That actually looks really good on the captain. I like it.
All right. Get a good look here in a few minutes, okay?
Okay. Let's say 5.
In 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Sure.
I heat on 2 or 3 more of these.
I think that gives me a decent time to finish this color.
Good.
After this for the Thousand Suns, I have a new tank. The tank I won, the Sakaran Venator. We'll get that painted. I think I'll paint some heavy weapons first, but...
A tank to use in a game.
I know, I'm excited to try it. A Trench Crusade tank would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. They don't have tanks in that game. That seems like it would be appropriate and really good. You use tanks when you're fighting in trenches, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. Because tanks could fight into the trench and kill like 20 dudes.
Yeah.
And everyone charges and clears out the trench and they do the same thing.
Well, ThePaintingSon tanks were originally invented to roll right over trenches. They made them really long so they could cross over a trench and not fall into it.
Did it work out?
It kind of did. Yeah, it kind of helped stop like people using trenches as much as they were.
The trenches, like when tanks came in, they like wanted trenches to like help you take cover because tanks weren't meant to roll over them because tanks weren't a thing.
Well, trenches were around before tanks. And the
Yeah,
tanks were invented to go over trenches. That's what
Yeah.
they were invented to do.
Maybe clear out a few men.
Well, yeah, they had guns on them and stuff too, but
Yeah.
they were like, we need something with a lot of armor that can, that can shoot stuff, but also can just roll right over trenches to make them not worth making anymore. That's what they designed them to do, and they were pretty good at it. Even the early tanks.
First tank looks crazy.
Yeah.
I think Daily Tactic, the YouTuber that I watch, he plays a game and he used a couple of those in his game, and then they weren't very good at all. They only had machine guns. They were like the first dudes to die.
Yeah.
He put Russian missile systems. They fired from like 2 miles away in the game.
Really? Oh, okay.
They crushed the other army.
Hey, Spilled Paint Pot, what's going on? Yep, I'm chilling. I'm painting with the Painting Son. He's painting some
Clone troopers.
some clone troopers, Star Wars clone troopers, and I am working on some Thousand Suns right now. Your son sounds smart. Yeah, he is. He is. He's very, very intelligent.
1,424 plus 1,424 equals 2,848.
Oh, just 2,048, right?
No, 2,000. No, I did.
Wait, 1,000.
400.
Oh, 400. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right.
Plus that same number.
Where did that come from?
Anybody, I'm good at math.
Oh, okay. I had not heard that
Showing
one.
off over there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, warps my cold black heart. Yeah.
Don't move stuff.
Meetings and fine cast assembly, two of my least favorite. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Yeah, both of those. Oof.
Hey, Painting Son.
What?
Are you hungry at all?
Only an itchy bit.
Well, maybe in a little bit you come eat some lunch. I can get you some food before I leave.
Okay.
Okay.
It's ready.
Okay, I'll show it off in just a couple minutes, alright?
Okay.
Samuel model something? Yeah, I don't know. That mini in metal probably would have been, a project.
That's fake.
But man, in fine cast, it sounds miserable.
Good job, kiddo.
Thanks.
Hey, you're a raptor. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, work was good. Just continuing to paint all the things I have here. We're gonna have one more base color to paint on these, and we're gonna put a wash on them, and then we'll start our highlights. I don't know if I need to print any more base toppers for these or not. I think I might be okay, but it's pushing it. Finding 10 of them might be a bit of a stretch. Working office is good, still very busy. Yeah. You're kind of in like a crunch time, right? Just a lot going on for like releases and stuff.
Stream.
Home office day, nice.
Who would win, an Ultramarine or Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Ooh, is it just like a normal Ultramarine? Just like a regular, like...
Normal boltsman, but it's hand-to-hand combat. No guns, no lightsabers.
No lightsabers either?
No. But Obi-Wan can use the Force.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Who do you think, guys?
Yep. Hold on, legendary TPS, master of fencing. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Gosu saying hi. We do have fencing tonight. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Gosu says hello.
Hello, Gosu.
Rip Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, I think I'd give it to the Space Marine. If there's no weapons and just the Force, I think the Space Marine would win.
Darth Vader with no lightsaber versus a normal Ultramarine. He could literally just do this to the Ultramarine.
Darth Vader might have it, because Darth Vader would choke him out, and like that's pretty strong.
How about with weapons? With both of them. Ooh, a Thousand Sun or Darth
Okay,
Sidious.
hold on. One scenario at a time. Okay,
Darn
can't keep up. Well, it's one. So what's your next situation? We had Darth Vader against the Space Marine, no weapons. I would give that to Darth Vader. Yeah, I think Darth Vader would get him. I think he would just choke him. I think that's all it would be.
Yeah.
I don't think Obi-Wan would do that. I think Obi-Wan would try to like kick and punch, and maybe do some force pushes. But I think the Space Marine would just kind of smash Obi-Wan. Okay, next scenario. Unless you guys have opinions.
So Darth Sidious versus let's see. It's hard. Magnus. Darth Sidious versus Magnus. Who would win?
Not just me being a fanboy. All right, Darth Sidious. Who's Darth Sidious? Are you seriously asking that, Zen?
Seriously?
Yeah, Palpatine. Yeah.
Palpatine.
Versus Magnus.
Yeah.
I would say Magnus. Only because Magnus all day. Yeah, Palpatine has one move. He just shoots people with lightning.
No, he doesn't. He has force choke.
And then he never force chokes anybody.
And
Does he? But he doesn't. He just sticks with his lightning, and then he ends up destroying himself with his lightning every time. He uses his lightning, and then he dies due to his own lightning. He does it 3 times, pretty much. The one time he was saved by Anakin, but Magnus would literally pull apart his body by the individual cell and just separate it all, like in an instant. Because he does stuff like that. And what could Palpatine do against that, you know?
sharpen his lightsaber.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magnus would just turn off his lightsaber. Which to me seems like the ultimate move from the Force, right? Like you're in a lightsaber with someone and you just use the Force and turn off their lightsaber. You know, that seems like a good idea, but his chest horns would soak up the lightning. Yeah, they're lightning rods, dude. Which is a whole other conversation, but
wait, there's lightning rods?
no. He's got big like horns sticking out of his chest plate, and they look kind of silly. Palpatine controlled the entire galactic empire into putting him in charge. He did, yeah, and I don't think that's going to work against Magnus when they're fighting each other, you know? Magnus would just reach into the warp and, like, rip his heart out or something. Like, he would just do something ridiculous and over the top.
Okay, next scenario. Anakin versus, like, good Anakin.
Good
like,
guy Anakin? Okay,
yeah.
from, like, the Clone Wars?
Yeah, good guy Anakin versus, let's see, the Imperial Guard. Two
What?
Imperial Guardsmen versus Anakin.
Imperial Guardsmen are just people. Like, of course Anakin's gonna win that.
Well, long-range weapons for Imperial Guardsmen,
Yeah.
so it could be either.
Imperial Guard also use lasers, which I think a lightsaber would block. So,
Oh, they do?
I would imagine they
No,
would.
but he doesn't have his lightsaber. That's the thing.
So the Guardsmen have guns?
Yes, because they're just people. But
Okay.
Anakin doesn't
I
because he's a Jedi.
still think Anakin would win that because the Force would work against Guardsmen a lot more than, like, you know, like he could dodge things and be really fast and stuff. Yeah, Imperial Guardsmen are basically just stormtroopers. Yeah. Force running with dodge, make it into close range. Yeah. And Anakin would still just choke them all because he was never above that anyway, even when he was, you know, quote unquote good. He's still choking everybody.
Why?
He was. That's what he was doing in the Clone Wars, man. The whole time he's just choking people.
Well, he choked. He ripped out the droid circuits.
And normal people he was choking.
Who?
And just killing random people.
What?
He killed a whole village of sand people.
Oh, yeah, he did that.
He did, yeah. The women and children, too. All of them. He killed them all.
He was mad. He gave into the dark side at that time.
Alright. Let me make something very clear.
What?
Just because you're mad doesn't mean it's okay to kill people.
I know.
Okay. Alright. I'm glad you know that. Anakin apparently did not know that.
He gave into the dark side is what I'm trying to say.
Yep. The women and children. I know he did, but he was still... That was before the Clone Wars, so he was still
Yeah.
technically good guy Anakin, right? Yeah, hard lessons we learned today. You know, you don't kill people even if you're mad.
Yeah, I know. But he was in the dark side.
Yep.
That's the thing.
But there are all kinds of times in the Clone Wars series where he just starts choking people. He starts torturing people because he wants answers about something.
Well, yeah.
And it's very, very dark side moments, but it's still, you know, the good guy Anakin.
Then he goes into the dark side for good.
Yep.
And then...
Well, not for good, but
Oh, kind of.
for a long time.
Just for like 10 years, though.
Parenting using stuff. So you gotta use what you can, you know? Tomfoolery. Welcome in, by the way.
I need more. My clone trooper's right here.
I know, I'm finishing this guy. I'm showing him. I just finished that last one. 22 hours in FTL and still no win. Jeez. I'm just starting to think, Zen, maybe you're just bad at the game. You know, no offense, I guess. But, alright, okay. So you did, like, the face mask with the blue color?
Yeah, but on everyone else it doesn't have.
Okay, everyone else is just the blue. Alright.
It's to show that he's commander.
Yep, he wanted a periwinkle color, so he's got
It was kind of periwinkle. Faded ultramarine.
Yeah, it's faded ultramarine. So, okay, nice. We're going. He's gonna finish these minis today. He's bound and determined. You just got a couple more blues, don't you? Nice.
Yeah.
Alright. It looks great. It looks great. PaintingSon. People are giving you good compliments. Okay. He knows his important movies. Yeah, we did watch,
You need faded ultramarine?
No.
Oh, I thought that was faded ultramarine.
That's my bright neutral gray.
Who would win? A coyote or a dingo?
What?
I already looked this up. You guys have to guess.
Oh, a coyote or a dingo?
Yeah, I already know.
A dingo ate my baby. What was that from? What was that movie from? Or that line from? I don't know, but it's funny. What do you? I don't know what would win. I would say probably a dingo.
You are correct.
Am I correct? Okay.
Because coyotes have more thinner jaw.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Lord of Trekkies. Yeah, what's going on, Lord of Trek? Like, coyotes are always, like, cowardly, though. Like, that's their thing. They're, and they're not, like, super big. I've never seen a dingo in person, but...
Yeah, the dingo has a bigger jaw and a bigger mouth that can go wider. So I saw a picture in a book, Who Would Win book, and the dingo just, like, literally snapped it shut, like teeth going through the mouth and everything.
Okay. The dingo, alright.
I thought the coyote would win.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
A hawk or a falcon? I actually don't know this one.
A hawk or a falcon?
I would say a falcon, maybe.
I'm not sure enough of the differences between the two to make a good judgment on that. Like, I'm not completely sure.
One is faster than the other.
Wile E. Coyote always loses. Yeah, we watched an episode of the Roadrunner a couple weeks ago. Do you remember that, PaintingSon?
I do. That was in January.
The Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yeah. The coyote ended up basically getting himself no bandage up, breaking his legs and everything.
Yep. Wile E. Coyote just keeps hurting himself. Who would win? Yeah, it's like The Deadliest Warrior. Yeah, that was a great show. That show was cool, and there was another show that also actually like made me mad, but it was I think it was on History Channel, but it was like a 1-on-1 or like a 2-on-2 matchup, and they would do like special forces from around the world, and they had actual like operators from the special forces, and they would go through like competitions, and they would kind of like grade them on these different things and like decide who won. And well, The Deadliest Warrior did stuff like that too, but this one had like actual real life people that were going through the competitions, like shooting competitions, like using their weapons, and they would always do a thing at the end where they had to like get into a town and rescue hostages or whatever, and like that was their like goal. And in every single episode, the Americans won, which was funny Because it was like at one point they're like, yeah, it's like the American National Guard versus like like the British SAS. Look how the Americans won. It's just like stupid things like that. There was one where the Americans didn't win. It was like the Army Rangers versus like the like British. I don't know. I don't know if that was actually the SAS or something, but like British Airborne. But yeah, the others were paid to lose. Yeah, but I remember watching that one, and the guys that do it, they're not like active duty. They're all like retired. So they had all these like older men where like the guy's like, yeah, an M60 is what I used when I were in combat, and it's like they haven't used an M60 in the Rangers in like 30 years, and that dude was like competing in a show about it. I don't know. Yeah, Deadliest Warrior was a cool show though. That was also very Americentric. But yeah, they did stuff like the IRA versus the Taliban and everything. Yeah, the Spetsnaz versus like the Mafia or something weird. Like they're like, yeah, the Spetsnaz has a cool knife, but the Mafia has a baseball bat, so the baseball bat wins.
I'm gonna let these dudes drive for a minute and let me rest.
All right.
And stand up because my knees are begging.
Yeah,
Stand up.
Stamp and stretch. The ninja one? Because the guy kept saying ninjas don't do hand-to-hand combat, it's all stealth skills. Yeah. Yes, it was never like... that show was never about in-depth analysis, right? It was just like an excuse for people to trash talk each other, and then just show like what their weapons did to like pig carcasses. Like that was the whole show. Spetsnaz versus Army Rangers, is that what it was? Yeah. Well, the first episode was like Spartans versus... Was it Spartans versus Ninjas? Is that what it was? Yeah, some of them got like the history nerd in myself was just like the veins are popping out of my forehead, but do you like that? Do you like show what I drew it on stream the other day. PaintingSon likes my Trogdor, the Burninator. I was really impressed with that. It looks just like the original. Can you not bump my chair, please?
Okay.
Thank you. The Pirates versus Knights, yeah. They did George Washington versus Napoleon Bonaparte, and they gave it to George Washington.
What?
As like George Washington was a great leader, and you know, maybe if he had the resources Napoleon had, like maybe he could have done better, but like Napoleon's like whole shtick was he was like the best commander of his age. And like did revolutionary stuff, and they're just like, nah, George Washington. They're like, America, yeah. It was as a general. As a general was the idea. Because I remember their simulation, it was like a little like 5x5 or something, 5-on-5 or something weird that they did.
But 67 bucks.
Still at 67, yeah. Tell the people, PaintingSon, sign up for Patreon.
Sign up for Patreon, everyone.
Get us to the goal.
Yeah. So you can all laugh a bunch.
At me getting my fingernails painted?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want to see that higher,
Yeah, I agree with your takes, Raja. Yeah. Washington is probably better personal combatant, but it wasn't about like personal, like one-on-one with them. It was like their ability to like command. painted with smiley face and hearts? Maybe. I don't know, maybe. We might do that. It depends on what Patreon votes for and what the painting wife is willing to do. Because she's the one that's going to be painting my nails, so. Painting Son, do you want to go get your lunch right now while you're waiting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll think.
All right. Can you just close the door behind you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stream, I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
All right. Can we bribe the painting wife? You can bribe her by getting the goal and then voting for something. That's the way. That's the way we bribe. Hey, Blue, what's going on, man? Painting Son is going to go eat lunch right now. Man, the ants came out in full force. I put out some borax for them, so hopefully that helps. I've been using this ant poison, and what's the brand? Hold on. It is Advion Ant Gel. And I put it down, you know, I'm sure it's just like a borax with like something sweet in it mixture or something. I don't know what's in it, but I put it down and the ants go crazy for it. And they just swarm the stuff and they'll eat it day and night, like they go for it. They don't die. It doesn't kill them. So I'm just like feeding the ants with this stuff that I paid money for. So I loaded up some borax and I put it in some maple syrup. And put that down, and hopefully they're going crazy for that. But I have like ants all over this like crack in this ugly wainscoting in this room, so hopefully that works. Have you tried burning them? No, I haven't, mainly because I don't want to burn my house down. So as much as I don't like the ants being around here, I'd much rather have a house. Yeah, so I have the taro stuff, right? It's somewhere. I had that stuff. Yeah, the taro stuff the ants don't eat. They like avoid it. Yeah, my thing, T-Slayer, is it's not enough for me just to spray and kill them. I want to kill like the whole colony. And with that, you have to use like stuff that'll actually like poison them that they eat. I just need them to feed the queen. Is somebody back?
I need my water.
Oh yeah, grab your water.
Hi guys, okay. I'm just getting my water. I'm not going to be back.
Okay, all right.
To do the legs of the troopers.
Enjoy your lunch, bud.
After I finish the legs, I'll be done streaming with you. That's okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
See you guys.
Does your neighbor have the same ants? I have no idea. I don't talk to my neighbors. So, these are just their... So, we've had issues with carpenter ants in the past. These aren't carpenter ants. They're just little, like, house ants. Like, little, I don't know, sugar ants or whatever you call them. Yeah, the Taro Liquid ant baits. This is the one that the ants, they don't care for. Like, they will not go near. So... they might kill the ants better, but the ants have to eat it for them to go, you know, for it to work. Can't kill things just because you're mad at them. Do we need to start calling you the painting Anakin? Yeah. Not mad at them, I just don't want them all over my stuff. Really? Yeah, I don't know. My ants are picky, apparently. They got used to the Advion stuff that doesn't do anything to them. The tiny ones are grease ants. I don't know. I'll have to look up because I know like sugar ant is not an actual species. It's just like the ants in your house that like go crazy for sugar stuff, and that's what these are. They might be like odious house ants or whatever. Like just your kind of like little generic harmless ants or whatever. Antikin. Yeah, that's me. Yep. I think ants are like the coolest species of animal. But I just say when they're in the house, it's a problem. That's our rule with bugs. You know, we're cool with you, but if we see you in the house, it's officially a problem. So, same with spiders. I don't mind spiders. ants that prefer sweet stuff and ants that prefer grease, oils, and fat. Taro works for the grease kind. Okay, okay. Interesting. So that might be why they don't go for the taro stuff. And they go crazy for the sugar. Huh. Yeah, I mean they're blue. They're going crazy for this. So I mixed borax with maple syrup, and I put that down, and they're going nuts. He was injured because a cop with a sword in the Netherlands. What? Your cops have swords? That's incredible. That's funny. Porno. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Blue. These ants have been a reoccurring problem for years. I'm just gonna keep putting stuff out for them. I'm gonna try to stay on top of it and see if I can eventually get rid of them once and for all. Let's go back and do a second coat on this white, just to make sure we got a nice solid color. Oh, ant down there. Get out of here, ant. Just all up in my business. Kill a new colony. Yeah, we had a big problem with carpenter ants for a while. And we eventually had to get an actual exterminator out because we couldn't get rid of them. They had like satellite colonies all over our yard. I think they were from our neighbor's house too. Like, it was a whole thing, and the guy like came out to get rid of them. But yeah, they make crazy nests too. Like, they dig up the ground all around and everything. And yeah, you can't just kill a colony of carpenter ants that easy, because yeah, they make satellite nests, and they'll have like a dozen queens, and they're all over all these different satellite nests and everything. So you can't just like poison one and be done and everything. Yeah, yeah. So the guy actually had he had like this little fumigate thing, but it was like a giant like needle he stuck in the ground, like a tube he stuck in the ground, like a couple feet, and would like fumigate each of the locations. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. Oh, I need to go onto their helmets too. Their helmets have their little psychic hood tuning fork deals here. ThePaintingSon has been so excited to stream with me. He's been looking forward to. He's wanted to stream with me, and he's wanted to paint more clones. So I made it a point to print him some clones this week, and to get him ready so he could paint them with me on stream. Word helmet? I think of Darth Helmet from Spaceballs. Yeah. Is that Rick Moranis, right? What a weird movie. So how many of you guys in stream are going to be buying Cathay stuff? I know we're going to get Zendro into the old world with Cathay. So what else? What else? Let's finish up my squad leader. Really like the results so far. Yeah. Oh, that's right. And Typhus, you said you posted some stuff to look at. Let me see. Oh yeah, your Ghoul, or your name is Ghoul in Discord. Man, your highlights are looking great on that. That mini's so disturbing. Yeah, I love he just has like a revolver in his hand too. Yeah, call Zendraw Emmerich, because he is all over that dragon. You guys, that's great. No, awesome looking mini, man. Awesome looking. Just clean the highlights. Yeah, the skin looks so good. It looks so disturbing and like pale and like yeah. Your highlights are on point with that. Stick to guard for the moment. That's fair. That's fair. No, I'm tempted by those Cathay, but I have no interest in the old world as a game. That's fair. Yeah. I don't know what the cafe stuff is. Cathay, yeah. But it's if you're familiar with Total War Warhammer, Cathay is a faction that they introduced, and Games Workshop is making an actual army out of it with all the minis and stuff. They're basically fantasy China. That's what they are. That are controlled by dragons. There's also there's this whole thing about Cathay and about Miao Ying in particular, who's the lady they showed that she's a dragon that can transform into a human. In the lore, it talks about how she has such a disdain for dragons in the rest of the world, and in her words, it's because those dragons allow other people to use them as mounts, and she thinks it's beneath them. And what's funny about the dragons in Cathay is that they have tons of children with mortals, and there's tons of like dragon-blooded, like half-dragon people that can't transform into dragons and stuff because they mate with humans so much. So I feel like this is like a thou doth protest too much kind of attitude from Miao Ying. Yeah, maybe that's just me reading too far into it, but it's always been a thing. Hey, Kill Panic, what's up? Own several kill teams and one Warcry team. One team painted, but already need. I kind of need the new knit box. Yeah, that's fair. Airbrush nozzle cap is funky now. Oh, that stinks. Hopefully you figure it out. I don't know how that works. Yeah, they have a human form. That's probably how it works. Or it's a Shrek situation, Donkey from Shrek. He probably gets it. Oh no. Cathay and Do Cities of Segmar, other AOS? Yeah. But who wants to actually play AOS? Do Nighthaunt or Lumineth. That's fair. Alright, tuning fork. You don't have a tuning fork. You have a tuning fork. New Kill Team Nids will come out in Special Space Hulk expansion. Yeah. By all means, start that rumor. I definitely need those nids. Yeah. Rumor accepted. It's now fact. Be confidential because I made it up. I'm ready to hear when the next announcement stream is so I can be worried about Horus Heresy again. Proxy nids for AOS? Probably somewhere, yeah. Finally adding horses to Horse Heresy, yeah. They do have horses in Horus Heresy already, so sorry to disappoint your fun making here. That'll be mine. Oh, you gonna grab it? Okay. Are you just grabbing it because Mayhem is like into Tyranids, or is there something in there that you want? Or you kind of play Kill Team, right? Do you play with your daughter? Play Kill Team, or Nids is Sylvaneth? That's cool. Squigs are canonically Tyranids. Yep, perfectly real information. Nothing false about that. Yeah, Mayhem plays Nids. Okay. Blue's on YouTube. He must be in the office today. Where they block Twitch, but YouTube's cool. He's a ghost, everybody. She'll use it. Oh, there you go. Paint the Admech pink. Yeah, you won't ruffle any flat feathers doing that. I think servitors are really cool. I wasn't particularly impressed with the servitors in that Kill Team box. Oink Admech or pink Admech. Both are relevant, yeah. Oh, he's got to paint Malifaux before he turns into a ghost. That's what you are, Blue. That's what you are to them. And offers every day. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. You already got a Kill Team Squig team. That was the Orc Commandos had a Squig, right? That's all you'll get, and you'll like it. Because you're a Xenos. Orcs have had 2 kill teams, haven't they? A good pot never dies, yeah. You will do you. Yep, there was like the Tank Bustas that came out last year. Blue, I just want to let you know your package is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. That was the initial ETA on it. I am expecting to see you lick the mini on stream. I did coat it with antibiotics. That should hopefully prevent any more sickness coming into your house. Get a conference call later, even though network's related. Oh, dang, Blue. All right. You have a good one, man. Yeah, just the 5 big Raveners in that team. It's pretty cool, though. Get some water. No, like ain't happening. Oh, boo. All right. That's how this all started, from licking random miniatures. Just... Okay, here we go. 2 boxes because you want all the variants. Oh, that's fair, yeah. The Tyranid terrain looks good. Yeah. I think, yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to have a Tyranid themed board of like terrain, and it's a lot more unique and like different than what we usually see with 40K, with just like the ruins, right? So I think that would be awesome. Yeah, that might be something I check out. One of my goals this year was to paint more terrain. So maybe that's a way to do it. None of my friends are buying big 3D printers, so I'm kind of out of luck on that. Buying filament printers. Okay, we're just gonna put a black wash on this mini. Hope it dries in good time and we can start on the highlights then. Just a 50-50 black wash and some medium. Not looking to alter the entire color of these minis, so. I think ThePaintingSon is coming. What's up? You back? Welcome back. I'll be talking to a friend on the phone.
He's talking to Sarah.
Oh, okay. You know if they're coming over tonight or not? Okay, that's alright. Hopefully we find out soon. Alright. One washed. Keep going. My time here is up. See you soon. Alright, see ya. I am batch painting, yeah, Typhus, yep.
Who's going?
Someone named Kill Panic, because he's going to probably go walk his dog or something. He's always walking his dog. At least that's what he tells me he's doing. I don't know what he's actually doing, but show's a bit too early. Yeah, missed the knit part. I don't. They didn't like. They didn't talk a whole lot about. I think anything that like we haven't discussed or wasn't in an article. They said Hormigons are in the set. But yeah, they're like NPCs for like a specific game mode. So it's like a campaign game mode or something that they show up in.
My next color is the one right under the orange on that side.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Orange red. Yeah, so the Tyranid kill team just has 5 minis. But I assume if you're playing a game mode as, you know, as a like solo or something, you can play maybe or something that the Hormigons show up as like an added challenge. Let's kill team and see what's in there. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the terrain is separate. They're not putting terrain in the box. So it's a separate set, which I wish was part of the box, because that was most of the value in those boxes when they first started coming out, was the terrain set that came with them. But
Here it is.
just set it down. Okay, thank you though. See what the wash does. See what it's doing.
Not really.
Gets all the shadows, all the little crevices and stuff. It sits in there. It kind of shows up as shadows on the mini. 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
When was your first stream?
My first stream?
Yeah, first ever.
My first ever stream was actually almost exactly 4 years ago. I think it was my birthday in 2021.
What?
So that'd be tomorrow. Now, they do something, they track something called your streamiversary on Twitch. It's like every year you have like one stream you pick that'll be kind of like your anniversary of streaming. But that's your anniversary of getting something called affiliate, which means that you're actually allowed to make money. Like you hit a certain threshold where like, hey, you can start getting paid and getting people to sub to your channel and everything. So my streamiversary is going to be in April. It's going to be my 12-hour stream.
Every 12-hour stream.
It's about the same time every year, yeah, and I make it my my streamiversary or whatever. Someone splits the box and wants the Mechanicum, I might go for it. Zero interest in those guys, just the NIDs, yeah. Use the AdMech guys as terrain and scenery. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, I don't think you'll find any shortage of people wanting to trade, honestly. It seems like people are definitely wanting to like parse out that box for specific things. Yeah. Well, I don't even think there's terrain bits in the set though. I think it's just the minis and the tokens and stuff. Like the stuff you need to play. I want the Borg team. Yeah, there you go. Oh, the Mechanicum, gotcha. Yeah, you don't want to pay the extra just to use them as terrain. Okay.
And show off the captain. The captain has marks on his helmet.
Nice. Alright.
It's the double sign that the red is a sign that he's captain too. So like in case people miss the blue.
Okay. Yeah, they can.
Like they're colorblind, but they see the red.
They're colorblind and they can see red. They just can't see the blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
The faded ultramarine, then they can see that they're.
Well, yeah, that works. I should be able to get this guy. Need to put down more wash. A lot of Mechanicum themed terrains instead of having empty structures, scattered amount of servitors manning the pieces. That is a cool idea, Ghost Hawks. Yeah. No, I like that idea.
Ghost Hawks is still here.
Ghost Hawks is still here? I know, surprising, huh? They're not bored to death.
Like, he's been here since the first 5 minutes of stream.
Yeah.
Now it's like 2 hours of stream.
That's true.
It's amazing.
And chilling. Thanks, Ghost Hawk. Can lurk while eating lunch. Alright. Bored, kinda? Yeah. Typhus is also here. That's true. We got lots of people here.
All still here?
He is, yep. I have to lurk for an hour to attend a meeting. That's alright. I appreciate the lurk. Start as well. It worked. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So, lots of people were here at the start. They're at work, and you can't sit on Twitch all day when you're at work.
Yeah.
Or they do sit on Twitch all day, but they can't chat while they're working. We'll get in trouble.
How?
You're not supposed to be on Twitch while you're at work.
Yeah.
But they're all breaking the rules. They're on Twitch anyway.
It's fine.
Yep, I can't complain. They're hanging out in my streams, so I can't be mad about it.
Same, I'm not mad about it either. There was a comment that someone put Raja.
Right, okay, yeah. Off work, but spacey at the moment. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. That's how I watch streams a lot of the time. Is I'll just lurk. I lurk and I paint minis or something, and have the stream on in the background. So.
He has headphones in.
Yeah, my headphones in. Yep. I don't do streams or YouTube from the office. Okay, all right. You seem like you're busy all the time, though. Like you actually have to work. So. On Twitch at work, I have to lurk. Yeah, I do clients. Yeah. We don't know what Raja does, but we think he's a doctor. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a mystery. He won't tell us.
School, soccer, and fencing.
That's right. School, soccer, and fencing. Hey, John Lockridge, what's going on? Joining on YouTube.
How long have you guys been trying to figure out?
I mean, I've known Raja for years, so...
Years, then?
Yeah. But he sees patients, works in a doctor's office.
So it's pretty clear that he's a doctor.
Knows a lot about medical stuff.
So it's clear that he's a doctor.
That's not clear, but...
I know.
We a nurse practitioner.
Oh, wow.
We're just gonna call him Dr. Raja, though.
Hey.
Because it's cool.
You just named to Dr. Raja. That would be fun.
Following for about a year and a half. Yeah. Here we go. So about a year and a half we've been trying to figure it out. I got Adepticon hot takes. The take being that it was good. Okay. What was your favorite part, Mr. Lockridge? What were you think were the biggest winners? Got to keep some mystery. Yeah, that's fair. I don't blame you one bit.
Mommy's leaving.
A little bit, okay?
Ordering, replenishing airbrush supplies and parts, spending the monies. Yeah. I get it. Isn't this wash just turned all hydrophobic?
Just turned to what?
Like it doesn't want to stick together. Wants to separate a bunch.
That's sad.
Makes it a little harder to use and look good. We'll make it work though.
Good. It look good. So one day, when you're older, you'll be famous.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be famous.
Why?
That's okay.
Well,
I don't need to be famous. Do you want to be famous?
not really.
No?
It depends. Me and my friends are going to make a band when we grow up. We're going to make a new video game and maybe a new movie. So.
Okay. Hey, those are goals, man. Alright, I like it.
You might be famous. I don't know.
What instrument are you playing in the band?
Who knows? It's 4 people in the band. We're going to do like all kinds of songs. We're going to do kiddish songs and like other, and then like heavy metal maybe. I don't know.
Kids songs and heavy metal?
I don't know.
I love the mix of genres there. Okay.
Whoa,
Heavy
what?
metal for kids? Is that what you're gonna do?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. People are on board. They think it's a great idea. Biggest winner is Cathay. Best range reveal of the night. Yeah. Space Wolves are good too. Action Monster Chaos God are good, just not enough. Grey Knights, poor Grey Knights, yeah. Thousand Suns are the big losers. Thousand Suns and Grey Knights. Magic Boys getting no love. Yep. Death metal for toddlers. There you go. Yeah, yeah, I think that works.
Toddlers? No
Toddlers,
way.
yep, yep.
Oof.
You got something. You're cooking there, Painting Son.
No.
Yep. Twinkle, twinkle, or twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah, just,
Why are what you are?
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no toddler will like that. In the music class when
I don't know,
I grow
man.
up,
They might.
music class when I grow up, music teacher still just everyone starts crying probably.
Just get everyone to cry.
So scary.
I don't want to be famous. Seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I agree. Imagine people following you around everywhere you went.
Just staying home with you.
Yeah.
By your mom.
Just never leave the house.
What happened to George Washington?
What?
George Washington is famous. He was our first president.
Yeah.
And a really good general in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
So, did everyone follow him around?
Oh, I mean, that's kind of his job, though. He was a general. Like, people had to follow him around. Or he wouldn't be a very good general, right?
But he became president.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people followed him around a bunch or not after he was president.
If he didn't, then and he was famous, then would people follow you around a bunch or not?
Okay.
Then try to be famous and find out.
Yeah, heavy metal string quartet, like two cellos. Yeah, I remember those that group. Yeah. I don't know. I think Painting Son's gonna play the harmonica in his death metal for toddlers band.
I'm not gonna do death metal for toddlers. It's
Right.
scary.
Be back in a second, guys.
With this. Oh, those are nice neon colors up there.
They are the fluorescents. Yeah. Jonathan Lockridge says George Washington was the only president to lead a military force in the field while president. To actually go to battle as president. That's interesting.
I thought Teddy Roosevelt did.
No, it was before he was president.
Before who was president?
Before Teddy Roosevelt was president was when he was a commander.
Same with George Washington. He was a commander.
Yeah, he did it while he was president too.
Oh.
Yep. Was that like the what was that? The like whiskey rebellion or something? Is that what it was? Right, let's see.
Tell Steven about the Emu War.
Oh, they all know about the Emu War.
How?
Because it's a pretty funny thing to learn about. I am going to take a quick break. Painting Son, you want to chill and talk while you paint? I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Sure.
Okay. I'll be back in a moment. Just keep talking to people, alright?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what to talk about Warhammer, so
Find
it's
something.
gonna be hard.
Just talk about anything. Tell them a story. Tell them about the Emu War.
It's hard to explain. I don't know if I'll be saying anything, okay? I'm waiting for him to come back. Be quiet for the next, I don't know, couple minutes. I want to know about Emu War. Well, it was about how there were too many emus in Australia, so Australia's like, we need to kill a bunch of emus. So, like, they were fighting emus for a couple years, and they said, like, our goal is to kill, like, 1,000 emus. And then, they ended up killing 50 after the war was over. So, they didn't hit the goal that they wanted. Emus won the war. When Daddy told me that, it was very, very funny. Wow, great story. Thanks for the history lesson. You're welcome. Now I know never to mess with emus. Thanks. Thank you, TPS. You're welcome. I had to tell him about the emu war.
Did you tell him about the emu war? Okay.
I heard a comment that said, tell us about the emu war, and it had exclamation marks. See, it says it.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there. So I had to tell them. They said, thanks for the history lesson, too.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna have to listen back on this and then hear your story here.
Oh, no.
Someone asked, what's your favorite 40K faction?
Space Marines. Salamander Space Marines.
Salamanders. Yeah.
Yeah, I also got really hot, so I just took my shirt off.
Okay.
I'll be going upstairs in just like 15 minutes after I'm done.
Are you? Okay. Okay, that's fine. You've been streaming with me for a while, though. I'm impressed.
More than usual? Probably.
Yeah, definitely more than you have in the past, so. All right, we're going to start on...
I saw like 20 comments.
You saw like 20 comments? Yeah. Then, hey, take your time with your painting, okay? Take your time. Make sure you get all the places you need to get, okay? It's not a race. Watch out or I'll lose my stream. Oh no. Well, maybe we'll get to stream with PaintingSon a lot more this summer, and we're gonna be ridiculous and play video games and stuff. It'll be fun.
That's all I want to do on stream. I'm getting kind of bored of painting on stream. I mean, every once in a while I will, but I do want to play video games.
Yeah,
on stream.
That's fine.
Find out how to hook it up to stream.
Would I be concerned if his favorite faction was Dark Eldar? No, because that's my favorite faction. So, at least my favorite 40K faction. And they look awesome. They're the coolest looking Space Marines.
Dark Eldar? Or Space Marines?
Dark Eldar.
They're Space Marines?
No.
Oh. I thought you just said that.
No, I said the coolest looking faction.
Oh. That was really hard to explain. I thought like their goal is like 1,000 emus, so that's why I just said on stream.
Oh.
Other goal is to go 1,000 emus.
Just making up stuff?
No, I'm not making up stuff. It was rather 100 or 1,000, so I just said 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Because they wanted to lower the population of emus. There are too many. So. Almost done. So close. Finishing.
Nice. Did you have fun streaming with me?
I am having an amazing time right
Oh,
now.
good.
I'm gonna play some Mario Kart after this.
Are you? Cool.
Mm-hmm. I might switch it up. Maybe some Battlefront. Maybe a tiny bit of every video game. Maybe not.
Oh, okay.
I switch it up between Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, and Battlefront. I don't remember any others.
Animal Crossing? When did you last play Animal Crossing?
I've been playing it. I left off on the island. I'm trying to figure out how to pick up things now.
Oh, okay, okay.
And, like, I
Still
got
doing the
tent.
tutorial? Okay.
Yeah. Tom Nook is still trying to set up the plaza, and then he has to set up. And I'm like, my tent. Why can't I set up my own tent? So
Yeah, okay. Oh,
I
alright.
check daily. I get mail,
You get mail, too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
like different kinds of from friends or anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're finally trying that game.
I was literally the first back. I think you're meant to be first back, and then it's about your life, but you have other friends, like 2 other friends, I think, and then there's Tommy, Timmy, and Tom Nook.
Oh, okay.
Tom Nook owns the Tom Airport, Nookie Airport. I don't know.
He owns the airport.
Yeah, I flew in a plane to go to a beautiful Hawaiian island.
Oh, okay. Okay, well.
It's like literally beautiful, but you cannot get across the river in case I build a bridge.
I had to build a bridge.
And you can't even jump, which is sad. I wonder if you need to eat in the game though
That's a good question. I don't know.
to survive. I haven't shown off this guy.
Oh, you want me to show off that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like half an hour and you still haven't shown him
I
off.
didn't know I was supposed to show it off.
I said it right there.
Okay.
So you can
I'm
show
not
it
looking
off.
right there. Looking in front of me. All right, let's show off your mini. You're just trying to rush through these, aren't you?
No, not that much.
All right, so you got red legs. Is this was a commander, right? Because you painted
Yeah.
his face blue. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And he has red marks on him.
Yep. You need to finish your salamander minis.
Yeah.
So I printed some salamanders for PaintingSon to
You
paint,
painted them on screen. You touch screen.
and we decided we were going to take time. We were going to paint them the colors that they need to be, right? And we did, and as soon as it started taking longer than like one session to paint them, I think PaintingSon was kind of over it. He didn't like that.
I did. I just like I want to finish other stuff. I mean, I kind of like it. Also, don't really like it.
They are definitely among his best looking minis, though. But it's just
Better than
yeah,
those.
you had 1,000 Sun you painted them. That looked really good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were looking really good. It's just just slap chop. Yeah, I think what happens with PaintingSon is I don't know if he necessarily gets. He's gonna disagree with me whatever I say, but I think he might just get a little bored of painting, and he just wants to finish the things instead of letting them sit.
Yes.
And
yes.
so yeah, see, he's gonna agree with me because I said he was gonna disagree with me there. Yep, but
No, I
it's a reverse psychology. Yep, see that? Now he's disagreeing with me again. So I think once the salamanders, he found out they were going to take longer than one paint session. I think he kind of got bored with it, and he stuck it through with like 2 more times, and he got him like really far done. But then he just kind of gave up. He's like, he's going to take way longer. When before we started, he's like, I'm going to paint this squad, and then I'm going to paint 5 tanks, and then I'm going to paint the Primarch, and then I'm going to paint 100 more Marines, and he's just going on and on about all the things he's going to paint, and then as he was. Yeah, found out how long it takes to paint 3 of them, which we were like testing colors and stuff too, so it's going to take a little longer anyway. But once he found that out, I think he kind of lost his motivation.
Well, I'm gonna head upstairs. Oh, well, I just recognized I missed a spot on this dude.
Oh, okay, okay.
That I did like closer to the start.
A few salamanders, and those are finished. A few more. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, he's got his first 3 salamanders. When I told him when he finished them, I'll print him more. I got a build plate with like I can print another 10 salamanders for him. And he never finished them. That kind of motivation doesn't work on him. He paints with me every like 3 months.
At least every month.
You don't. And my goodness, kid, you literally cannot handle me saying one thing without disagreeing with me.
Yes, I can.
Attitude.
I don't care.
No, you don't.
Bye, stream.
You heading out, dude?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you have fun.
See you in the next like month or 2.
Yep. He'll see you in the next 3 months, guys.
Or
He'll be on stream with me in the 12-hour stream. He'll be chilling with me for a little bit, so you guys can hear him disagree with me then.
Like 2 hours.
Yep. Everybody saying bye, bud.
Everyone.
See you, man. See you in about an hour. Oh man, yeah, teaching him slap chop would be a good idea, but slap chop looks bad on Marines, and also it's a lot more about like brush control and stuff, which I think is the thing he's still learning the most. It's like getting the right amount of paint where it needs to be, and painting with contrast paints exacerbates that problem, because it means you have to put the right amount of paint in the right spot, more so than with just your classic acrylics. And I think that would be difficult, more difficult to manage. Like it's another step to learn. I'm long past that point. Yeah, I see you still agreeing with her dad. Yeah. I think slap chop's definitely a technique for people who already know how to paint, to like speed the process up, right? Or to get like a different way to get something done. Do most of your Krieg with slap chop? Nice. Yeah, I like painting with like slap chop. It's a fun technique, and it's really simple and easy to get, like when you understand it and everything. It's just, yeah, it's really confusing when you don't understand all the painting concepts that go into it. It does work great for horde armies, I agree. That's pretty much my undead. There's a lot of slap chop style techniques. Yeah, definitely more time on your characters. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the appropriate way. All right. So next thing we're gonna we can do some just silver highlight real quick since we got the paint out. Have to go find some base toppers for these. The part that'll take a while. I probably won't finish these today just because I have the red to highlight on them. But it's not bad to get done what I've gotten done on these minis. I can highlight everything but the red today. Good spot. Just trying to do all this while the wash dries. Issue artillery will get more attention. Oh yeah, yeah, for your Krieg artillery. Yeah, you definitely need to give that more attention. That's like a whole other mini in itself at that point with the level of detail and everything in that base. It's crazy. Yeah, diorama base. Yeah. I am not much on making dioramas, but I'm always too focused on if I can use something in a game or not. There's one guy. Yeah, that's right. You're a raptor. Yeah, that'd be cool. Man, it seems like you have quite a few goals. That's great. So much real life disruptions. Yeah. All right. Well done with the paint job. Nice. Very nice. All right, we are going to go through with some. We can do our white first. Go through with the white. We have this color down. That's it. Come through. It's our bright neutral gray, and we're gonna. Very carefully hit. can finish the white on this, I think I'll be pretty happy. I won't quite finish the minis today, but I might work on them through the weekend. We get their weapons ready. I don't know if we'll paint their weapons on stream or not. We'll see. Get this. With this color right here. Mix a little white in. All right, let's get the white out. Okay, got some white on the palette. We're gonna do a little 50-50 mix. Of white and bright neutral, maybe a little more than 50-50. That'd be nice. Just going from your infusion. How's the painting going? It's going well. Going well. We're on the highlights. We're not gonna finish the heavy weapons today, but that's okay. We got most of them done. We got to highlight the red after this, which we'll do separately, and we have to highlight the grays on them. Do a couple little things, but looking well, going well. We got some bases for them. I might do that after the white just to see what I got. On the Thalax today, nice. Did you finish the tech thralls, or are you just kind of jumping in between them a little bit? Get an ant on my finger, guys. My bad. The ants. Thralls built. Nice, nice. A lot of small bits. Okay. I hear a lot of complaining online about building those. But you know, there are a lot of kits that people complain about building online, and normally if it's plastic, it's going to be fairly simple. Yeah, there's just a couple that have serious issues with them. Yeah, the tech thralls don't have any. They don't have any like extra weapons or anything. They're literally just 20 dudes with the laslocks, right? That's all they are. Okay, so some pieces that don't fit well together. That's kind of nice, actually. That it's just there's no worrying about options or doing anything different. It's just 20. They don't even have like a unit leader. It's just 20 tech thralls. That's all. Many times was dumb. Something was a separate piece. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, Rachel. Yeah, sometimes it feels like they don't need to separate pieces on things. They can finish projects. Okay, all right. 1 second. Is it the Trench Crusade guy? Nice. All right. Hope I did justice. Well, at the point of the whips that you were sharing, that you were definitely doing that mini justice. It was a great looking mini. Let's see, Kit Passionman Blender. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, that's great looking, dude. Oh, what a disturbing miniature. Oh my god, all these minis you paint are so disturbing. You're like, yeah, okay, skin cloaks are a thing. That's whatever. But then it's like on top of all the other things going on with the minis that you paint with these, it's ooh, looks fantastic. You did a great job on it. Yeah, and that's really cool that you're kit bashing it with a Dark Eldar mini. The horror movie vibe. I think you succeeded. Maybe that's like the niche for Trench Crusade. It's like horror movie fans. Like Warhammer just doesn't have quite enough like horror elements in it. Consistent horror elements in it. Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Alright, we're gonna grab pure white now, and we're just gonna do some final highlights on the pure white. We're gonna use a smaller brush too. Get their eyes as well. A white gas mask? No, I think the gas mask looks fine. Yeah, thanks for showing them off, Typhus. Your disturbing works are entertaining, I would say. No, it's fun to see what kind of crazy, horrible things you're working on. I appreciate you sharing. Plenty more in the works, I bet. I bet. Well, yeah, keep showing them off. I'm more than happy to keep seeing what you got. Been a while since I've painted just a normal power armor marine for this army. Kind of nice. Stand each grunt, so I can't stand batch painting. That's fair. Yeah, I'm always batch painting. Definitely pros and cons to both. Batch painting, I think you genuinely get things done faster, and there's no like downtime when you batch paint, which is something that I really prefer. I don't like sitting around waiting for my minis to dry. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more boring. So I certainly understand if anyone, whatever your preference is with painting. Max for TC though. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, when you just need like 10 dudes. No, definitely not necessary. Just one more to get the white details on. Alright, so we got most of these minis done. I need to highlight the gray on like the like inner armor and like little accordion pattern tubes and inner joint things or whatever. I also need to highlight all the red with some white gold. But otherwise, oh, you know what? Real quick, I can do this while we're finishing up. Go to the armor or the eyes. I do want to tell you guys, thank you for coming to chill with me. I know it's pretty different, fairly different today than usual, having the ThePaintingSon come and chill with us and everything. I had fun. You know, always a little stressful painting with him, but he's become quite the good little painter, like kind of doing his thing on his own and everything. So it's worked out pretty well. But I will be on Sunday, barring something coming up. But I don't think we have anything going on Sunday, so I should be good to stream on Sunday. And we'll most likely be painting. Small chance we'll be playing a game, depending on how I'm feeling after this weekend. But maybe we'll just continue on these guys, or finish them, or do something like that. But yeah, we'll go right into another week of painting and streaming. And hanging out and hopefully getting to see what kind of cool stuff is coming along and all that. But yeah, I hope I do too. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yep, I'll be celebrating birthday tomorrow, so eat some good food. I have a gift for me, waiting for me. I don't know what it's gonna be, but figure it out. He's turning 58, so make sure you guys show him some love. Yeah, I'm so old. Sometimes I feel like I'm 58. But yeah, and you know, keep an eye on Discord. I'm going to be posting about the 12-hour stream, about what kind of crazy things we're going to be doing, and you know, all that stuff. All your opportunities to do fun things, you know, mess with me in the 12-hour stream, or just have fun with it. So I'll be doing that. But with that said, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye, everybody.